What it is, guys, it's your Dino and we're back here again with another review, and this one is for Nier Automata, the End of Yorha edition, which is the new edition that just came out for the Nintendo Switch. Now obviously this is an older game and it's just come out for the Switch, and that's great. They have some really cool things. You've got dual Joy-Con mode supported, handheld mode. You've got some really cool features that they've added into it to make it accessible for the Nintendo Switch, and that's absolutely amazing. I think that this is something that is going to be more and more occurring as we see more and more games brought over to the Switch even further. So they're going to bring in even more older titles that they have worked out how to bring over to the Switch, and that is never a bad thing in my opinion, because if we're bringing over more games for people to play, that's great. Well, it's all about the games, and we should always be focused on the fact that anyone can play where they want to play. That being said, this is a review, so I'm going to get straight into it for you guys. The game is a great game. If you haven't played it before and you waited till it came to the Switch, you're in for a treat. A really good game. I've got it on the Series X. It plays great, very well done. When you compare the Switch version to the other console or PC versions, yes, you're going to see big differences. The Switch version is limited by its SoC and can only run the game at a locked 30 FPS. That has been a conscious choice. They've tried to favor a 30 FPS frame rate over trying to get the frame rate higher to lower the resolution. So they've tried to come in the middle and meet between FPS and resolution. Would I like to see this on, say, a Switch 2 with a more powerful SoC? Yeah, a million times yes. I love the game. I think it's very well done. The only problem is the SoC of the Switch does hinder it, but that shouldn't be a discredit to the Switch. It does a really good job in a lot of cases of finding that fine line between resolution and FPS, and does a very good job of it, and this is a very good example of that. Nier Automata is a game that has been out for quite a while. It's the second entry into the Nier universe. You have the original Nier that was on the 360 and the PlayStation, then you have Nier Automata, and then they have the Nier Replicant game as well. The Nier Replicant game, I do believe, is just on mobile and PC, or I've not really played that one. It came out at a bad time for me personally, and I just never got hands on it, but it is one I probably would play in the end. If you have played it, let me know in the comments what you think of it. I feel like the Nier universe is very well done. It's very pretty. It's a lot of nice delineation between the different color palettes depending on the area you're in, and the game plays amazing even on the Switch. It's really nice the way they've sat down and they've created something unique for it. They've added in some extra outfits and stuff like that you can play with on the game, and they've done a really good job of it. I think that if you can take that into account and you can enjoy it, then that's great. I feel that this game is aimed at people who like games like Devil May Cry and who like JRPGs, and I would recommend this for any kind of content creator who likes hack and slashing and shooting and stories. This is a very well made game, and the story is next level. They've done a really good job with this game. As always, this game was given to me by Square Enix. Thank you very much. As a influencer of their brand, I love working with them, and I always give an honest review regardless of whether they give me the game or not, because I feel that the best way to create a good review is to never compromise on my ethics. So as always, guys, don't forget, Dino, smash that like button. It's greatly appreciated. It does help the channel a lot, and in my opinion, this is definitely a game you shouldn't sleep on. I've played this on when it came out, and I played it on the Switch. I personally think that the Switch version is something I'm going to enjoy just playing for me. It's something I'll play when I'm just trying to relax. Whereas the console version for the Xbox and the PlayStation, I feel because of the higher frame rates and resolutions that it has, because of the more powerful SoC that those consoles have, it is one that I would feel is more tailored to a content creator experience. That doesn't mean that you can't stream this if you have the means to. I feel that you would see a very big difference between the two, however, and given what they've done with this, they've done a great job, and all the extra content that they've added to it is great. Cannot stress that enough. The fact that they've not just ported the game over, they've added to the world and added to the experience. It's just an all-around solid game, and they've created something that is truly amazing. If you haven't played it, I definitely recommend picking it up. There will be a link down in the description for it. It is classed as an action-adventure RPG with an open-world mechanic. The developer is Platinum Games, as obviously you may know by now, and the publisher is Square Enix. Can't fault the game. Definitely recommend picking it up. They've done some really good job with character skins, and the gameplay is really well, and I can't stress it enough. Just give it a go, experience it. It is definitely a game that you will find takes some time to get into it. It's a slow burn in my opinion, and if you take the time and go through everything that the game has to offer, there's multiple playthroughs you can do. You can play as, you start off as 2B, you can do it again and you can run it as 9S, and there's also A2 in there, and there's so much that you can actually do within this game. Just take the time, enjoy it, experience it. That's just my opinion though, guys. I definitely think that this is a game that I would recommend for people to play, because it's a great game from the people over at Platinum Games, who had a bad run with a game just recently in the form of Babylon's Fall. But I feel that this is a game that it definitely redeems them in the fact that it's a solid game. It's definitely a lot of fun to play, and if, in my opinion, I think that Platinum Games should not focus on games as a service, because obviously if you look at their first attempt, Babylon's Fall, they don't have the right source for that. Focus on what they're great on, make great stories, make great games. This is definitely one that I would recommend. Is a must-play Platinum game, and a brilliant entry from Square Enix. 10 out of 10 is a game I would always recommend. It's a lot of fun. This is just my opinion though, guys. Sound off in the comments if you like it. Hit the like button and all that. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.